we also have with us football journalist Anurag Jacob. But let's get up to matters on hand. Yes, a sublime goal by Lionel Messi ensured a win for the Argentines in their first group match. Messi scored a stunning second goal as Argentina beat Bosnia 2-1. Not the most convincing of victories against the Bosnia team that really pushed Messi and co very high.
Big lead. Messi kept going. It's Lionel Messi!
A wonder goal from Lionel Messi as he announces himself in this World Cup. The diminutive genius sealing victory as Argentina kick-started their campaign with a hard-earned victory against Bosnia.
He can be 8 years less a day.
Argentina were gifted the perfect start. An own goal from Kolasinac in just the 3rd minute.
The Argentines have broken through.
And it was not until the 65th minute when Messi finally ended his 8-year-long World Cup goal drought. A superb run, ending with a stunning strike. The ball cannoning off the post and into the goal.
Argentina needed it most of just how good he can be.
Messi's relief was palpable. But Bosnia pushed Argentina hard, scoring through Ivasevic.
And in. And Bosnia-Herzegovina had
a frantic late few minutes saw Messi and co hang on. But hang on they did for 3 crucial points.
Argentina win.
Not the most convincing of victories.
That Lionel Messi scored a memorable World Cup goal.
Next up, Iran. And with Messi up and running in this World Cup, Argentina fans have much to look forward to. Sports Bureau, Newsx.
So Lionel Messi finally breaking his World Cup jinx. 8 years since his last World Cup goal. But let's take a look at the match stats. It only really tells half the story, really. Bosnia pushing Argentina very hard. Argentina possession, but look at that, 16 shots by Bosnia, 11 shots on target as well, and also winning the corner count as well. Mark, clearly a very, very interesting game for Argentina, but Bosnia really did push Argentina very hard, and it really had to take a sublime second goal from Messi. Otherwise, it could have been a very different night for Argentina.
Yeah, Bosnia pushed them all the way in this game. I was impressed with them. Again, with Argentina, they're slowly building themselves into the tournament. Lots of pressure on Messi, and again, he's come up trumps with a fantastic goal.
Yeah, it was a fantastic goal. Anurag, I know your loyalties are certainly with Bosnia, but were you surprised at how fast Bosnia really approached the game? They really went after Argentina. Argentina did obviously start better with that fortunate own goal, but Argentina, how do you think they'll be feeling after this match? Obviously great that Messi scored that goal, but the coach still has plenty of problems, don't you think?
True. It's interesting that the losing side has actually come out much happier from this game than the winning side. I think the biggest worry for Argentina was that Bosnia very often put 3 players on Messi.
Yeah.
And despite the numerical advantage Messi gave the rest of the Argentinian team, they did not really impose themselves on the Bosnians. Secondly, yes, after having conceded a fairly disastrous own goal in the 3rd minute, one feared the worst for the Bosnians, but they settled down very quickly and they looked at home on the world stage.
Yeah, they certainly didn't look at home on the world stage. Mark, let's talk about Messi. So much of Argentina's hopes rests on his young shoulders, perhaps not so young anymore, 28, what is he? Is it too easy to say that without Messi, Argentina really can't win this World Cup? Does he have to be at his absolute best? As we saw today, it could have been so different if he hadn't scored that second goal.
Yeah, I mean, he is obviously a world-class player. He's their best player, and you need to have your best players playing. But Argentina still have lots of very, very good footballers in the team. It was interesting that they changed the system throughout the game and allowing Messi to be a free player towards the second half of the game, and that's where he excels.
But is this current formation, are they getting the best out of Argentina's lethal forward line? They've got the likes of Di Maria, Aguero, Messi, Higuain. Is this current formation getting the best out of those players?
Obviously not, but I think he's more worried about his defensive frailties rather than going forward. It's proved in this game alone that he's quite prepared to change with the manager, which is a great thing to do, and it's proven with the quality they've got up front. You know, teams will be fighting in the boots.
Yeah. Let's talk about Bosnia also. I was impressed by them. They've obviously done very well to qualify for this World Cup. What population of a little more over than 3 million or something. Yeah. Do you see them being able to secure second spot with perhaps taking it for granted that Argentina will win the group? But from what you've seen tonight, do you see Bosnia qualifying from this group?
Based on the form, probably yes. Misimovic looked like a true number 10. Pranjic was able to distribute the ball very well. He's an excellent dead ball specialist. We didn't see the best of his dead ball skills yesterday. But yes, they look very settled. But I think Bosnia also changed the system because they were worried about the Argentinians. But they need to play the two big men, Ibisevic and Dzeko together. They were lethal during qualifying. And I think their big size and their partnership will pay rich dividends for them against Iran and Nigeria.
And how far do you see Argentina going in this tournament? It's difficult to predict at the moment. They've just played one game, but do you see this Argentina team getting better as the tournament progresses, or are there slight concerns that perhaps, as Mark was saying, that the manager also has slight concerns over the defence, and that could prove costly when they come up against a real top quality team?
The way they played yesterday, you might wonder if they can go all the way. But there was another issue yesterday. Higuain's injury meant that they weren't ready to risk him from the beginning, and Maxi Rodriguez was completely invisible in the first half. So I think apart from Messi, they also need a fully fit Gonzalo Higuain right at the spearhead of the attack for them to really go forward.
Yeah, so we'll have to wait and see exactly how Argentina progress through this tournament, but they are certainly off with a victory. Let's also talk about the other big match from last night. The 1998 World Cup winners France made a winning start to their World Cup campaign, beating Honduras by a comprehensive 3-0 margin. Striker Karim Benzema's heroic performance helped France demolish Honduras, who were reduced to 10 men in the 44th minute after Palacios was sent off for a needless challenge.
The 1998 World Cup winners France faced Honduras in their FIFA World Cup 2014 opener.
Here's Benzema.
The French team kicked off their World Cup campaign with a thumping 3-0 victory over Honduras.
No doubt about the goal scorer. Karim Benzema.
Karim Benzema was the star of the show with 2 goals to his name.
7 goals.
Wilson Palacios was sent off in the first half for a second yellow card after he charged into the back of Paul Pogba.
Pogba down in the area, and the referee quick to point to the spot, and it's a red card. Faktory in an excellent position as Palacios barges into the back of Pogba.
Benzema converted from the spot in the 45th minute and made it 1-0.
The ball goes the other into
France's second goal was confirmed with the help of goal line technology.
It didn't cross the line, has it? Yes.
This was the first time that the technology was used to confirm a goal in the tournament.
Just crosses the line there. Valadares does his best to keep the ball out.
The third and final goal was also scored by Real Madrid striker, who looked in great touch as the French team demolished Honduras.
No doubt about the goal scorer. Karim Benzema. Plenty of power in the shot. No way that Valadares...
The 1998 champions will now face Switzerland in their next match.
Too near it. Might have just brushed
Sports
the
Bureau,
fingertips
News
of the
X.
goalkeeper. Karim Benzema.
So these are the match stats from that game. France comprehensively beating Honduras 3-0. 20 shots with 10 on target. Mark, a pretty comprehensive victory by France. We'll talk about the performance of Karim Benzema, but first, as a defender, could you try and help to explain what Palacios was doing there. It was a really needless challenge, and it completely changed the game. Not only have you given a penalty, but you've also got yourself sent off, and after that there was no chance of Honduras making a goal.
Well, as you say, it's a needless challenge, and it's give the referee no option but to do what he did. And then after that, once you go one down, and that 10 men, the rest is it's very, very hard to get back into the game.
Yeah, and is this perhaps some naivety from some of the Ecuador team, because they were also flying in with some really tasty challenges against the French team? Did Ecuador did they lose their heads?
Well, Honduras did.
Honduras.
They looked under pressure, and I guess when you're playing against a team like France and you feel that you have to up your game, they just instead of actually playing with more intensity, they put more intensity into the challenges. And Palacios, who has played at the highest level, should have realized he was on a yellow already, and that made his second foul even more unforgivable than in any other situation.
But Mark, a word on France. You were just saying that you think that this team could go a long way. What do you think Didier Deschamps done to this French team? What do you think he's added? Because we've seen how the French team have struggled before with discipline and team harmony, but they seem to be playing as a unit, as a group, don't they?
I think that's what you just said, is the team harmony. He's got them all playing together, he's got them all playing for each other, and he's got them all playing for him. And that's the most important part. They've all got ability, but it's how you gel that together. And he seems to have got that, the team efforts together. They look really, really, really strong at the moment. I know it's the first game, but, you know, 3-0, great first result.
Yeah, great result, 3-0. Let's take a look at the man of the moment who stole the show. Was, of course, French striker Karim Benzema. Benzema stamped his authority over the minnows and made them look helpless. Let's take a look at his goals.
Benzema makes it 1-0 to France. Valladolid goes one way, the ball goes the other. Here's Benzema. This time it is 3-0. And this time there is no doubt about the goal scorer. Karim Benzema. It fell kindly for Benzema, and doesn't he strike it well? Plenty of power in the shot. No way that Valladolid was going to get too near it. Might have just brushed the fingertips of the goalkeeper.
So, Anurag, no Ribery, but could Benzema be the man who really takes France far in this tournament? He's got plenty of shooting practice in this particular group, isn't it? Because there's not